humans have genes from other species. Because of something called horizontal gene transfer, scientists have discovered that humans and bacteria potentially share genes that jump from the organism to the human. This is typically found among minuscule organisms transferring bacterial resistance genes to each other, but researchers have found hundreds of genes that have been transferred from fungi, plants, and microorganisms in both animals and humans.
Water can freeze and boil at the same time. This is something called a triple point. This happens when the pressure and the temperature are perfect for them to exist in equilibrium.
Polar bears are nearly invisible to thermal cameras. Thermal cameras can see the heat that is being lost by a person or an object. Polar bears use a lot of fat to keep themselves warm, so the thermal cameras usually can't see the heat that the polar bears are releasing. They're almost invisible to the thermal cameras.
Human bodies glow. Animals that glow like fireflies, jellyfish, squid, and other deep-sea animals emit light that is strong enough for the human eye to see. Chemical reactions in our body create energy, producing things called photons. Though the amount of photons emitted is minuscule compared to that of other glowing animals, it is still visible with the technology of cameras that are very sensitive to light.
Helium has the ability to work against gravity. Helium in its natural state as a gas isn't affected by gravity, but it isn't an object. But a balloon, for an example, which is filled with helium is affected by gravity because it is an object.
Humans could produce venom. In our saliva, humans have proteins called kallikreins that are a key component of many venoms found in animals. These proteins are potentially stable enough to mutate, allowing venom to become more painful and deadly, causing a drop in blood pressure.
Gas is not smelly. Gas is not smelly when it's in its natural state. The reason why we can smell a gas leak is that the companies add a chemical that makes the gas smell unpleasant, so we know that we have a gas leak.
Some metals can explode when added to water. In some metals, electrons solvate in water, and with the absorption of water, these metals transition into a blue color by high-speed imaging. At the same time, the positively charged ions that remain in the metal droplet repel and repulse against each other and fly away in what is called a Coulomb explosion.
Everybody has different tongue prints. Just like your fingers have fingerprints, your tongue has a unique print that's caused by variations in genetics.
The Eiffel Tower is 15 centimeters taller during the summer. When temperature rises, the tower increases in size. This is called thermal expansion. Heat causes an increase in volume that makes the Eiffel Tower a few inches taller.